Hello, welcome to my channel. It is now Intuitive with Millie. Some of you may know me from Tarot with Millie. Hope you're all doing well. So this is going to be a specific reading for the zodiac sign Sagittarius. And so we're going to look at what's coming up for you for the month of March, okay? So, you know, not everything's going to resonate for you, and that's okay. Just take what does, leave what doesn't, and use your discernment, okay? If you're a cross watcher here, you may have Sagittarius in your birth chart somewhere, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising, okay? So, or you're dealing with a Sagittarius, okay? So same thing, just flip it around, as long as it resonates. If it doesn't, don't try and make it fit, all right? So I'm going to open it up with and pull out a card from the Wisdom of Oracle, okay? And then I'm going to bring in the money moves, all right? And look at your money move, career, success for the month of March, okay? And I really want to focus on that, but I'm going to bring in the tarot as well. So in saying, there could be things, other things in general that you could be going through as well that may come up, okay? Yeah, and so therefore, okay, like and subscribe to my channel, guys. Intuitive with Millie, I highly appreciate it. Okay, just remember that when you do subscribe, make sure it's under public, not private. Okay, I'm still getting there, guys. I still have my goal. Okay, to be honest, the goal is what I'm going for is 500. So I've got a way to go yet. I'm about 316, I think, something like that. But the goal is 500. But if I can reach to 400, I may do a prize giveaway then. Okay, but the goal for 500 is so that I can start doing lives and have a live membership, okay, so that when I come in live, you'll get readings, okay. But anyway, I will talk about that further on down the track, okay. But yeah, I highly appreciate it if you do. So anyway, let's look at what's coming in for you with the wisdom of the oracle, okay? What is it that Sagittarius need to know? What wisdom of oracle for the month of March? Wisdom of oracle, month of March. I mean, I can do lives now, but and I probably will soon. I'll probably do a live when I do the prize draw giveaway. But I won't be doing any personal readings. I don't think so. If I do, there will be a small cost, okay, if I do, but it'd be better if I reach my goal 500, then I can have like a membership, okay, for those, okay. They pay a monthly fee, they get to come on live to get a personal reading. But anyway, I will talk about that later on down the track. Anyway, let's see what's coming in. So we got that one there, so it flipped out. So what have we got? Building blocks, number 28. Okay, so you got building blocks. Let's see what this is about. All right, so let me put that there. Building something, building blocks. Okay, let's see what the guidebook says. Number 28, 27, 28. Okay, building blocks, essential meanings, strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. Wow, building your foundation. Cool. So the Oracle message, Sagittarius, you have everything you need to cultivate an extraordinary life. This is a time when your focus needs to be on the foundations you build upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being are underwritten by your values, ethics, morals, and core beliefs. Are they still true for you? Will they stand the test of time and serve as the solid grounding upon which you construct in your life? Now you are making changes that will affect everything in a positive way. Your destiny is truly a remarkable and beautiful design. Okay, so all right, it's about building your foundation now, so that's good, Sagittarius. So let's bring in the money moves. All right, let's see what's coming in for you, Sagittarius, for the month of March. What's coming in? What is it that you need to know? What's coming in? Money matters. Okay, expense save, cut costs, resource plan ahead, make an informed choice, invest in your money wisely. Okay, so you could be looking at the extremes of how you save and how you spend. Okay, cutting out what's not necessary to what's necessary, prioritizing maybe. Okay, so money matters, all right? You may have got a hold on it now, or everything, you may be on top of it. So if you are, keep on top of it. All right, Sagittarius. Opportunity, new job opportunities, change of workplace or business trip. Change is coming just in time. Wow. What else do we have? What else do we have for Sagittarius? Wisdom. Insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. Use your best judgment. You know, I feel as though things that you've experienced, that you've had learning lessons from, gaining wisdom from it, okay? You know, using that method and using your best judgment here. What else do we have? Many choices. Okay, you got many choices coming in. Opportunities around when you are in a dilemma, Sagittarius. All roads lead to Rome. Look at all your options, okay? So pay attention when you got a lot going on for you. All right, when you got a lot going on for you, you can get sidetracked, the Sagittarius. I mean, you like to go in and out here and there, you know. So, you know, pay attention when you do have a lot going on, okay? Because that's when the opportunities are bound to come in. All right, what else do we have? If anybody knows about being tested, that's you, okay? So what else do we have? Wellness. Ensure your body is nourished. Join a gym and regain strength. Live a healthier lifestyle. Yeah, I know some Sagittarius that are very healthy anyway. You know, they're very um, focus on health, you know, what they eat, you know, keeping their energy up, things like that. What else? Well, those are high vibes, Sagittarius, you know. We all got, each zodiac sign has a low vibe and a high vibe, okay? What else do we have? Shedding. Reduces losses, elimination and completing. A new metamorphosis. Time to set higher goals. Yes, shedding. All right. We are now in the year of the horse, or the fire horse. Last year, okay, it was a snake and there were endings. Okay. So now, yeah, time to set higher goals. What else do we have? Sagittarius. Wow, gift. You will discover new talents that will lead to new opportunities. Use opportunities that arise. Yeah, sometimes our gifts and talents are hidden too, so you know. Use opportunities that arise. So, you know, when you feel as though you got an idea around an opportunity that's coming from within you, okay? Could be your gifts and talents. Or you got a gift coming your way. Or maybe you realize that you was someone that was always gifted since you was a child, that may have been hidden by others, family, siblings, school, growing up, you know, people. All right, you got resources, yeah, that didn't want you to see you had gifts as well, Sagittarius. So, you know, what's been hidden could be now ready to come out. All right. So we got resources. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Use wisely and as needed. All right. Use wisely and as needed. Your resources. Being grateful for what you have. Okay. The roof over your head, the car you drive, the food and, you know, basics needs even. Okay. All right, let's see. One more. Success. Choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties. You're on the right track. So you got success coming in, or you're going to be successful. Okay, we got gambling. This could be you as well. Sometimes you like to take risks, Sagittarius. Okay, excessive gambling can have dangerous consequences. Don't risk too much. So know your limits. If you're gambling, know your limits. I don't see anything wrong with it. Okay, it's just knowing your limit, or just be aware or pay attention with your environment, the people that's around you, when you're making decisions, when you're, you know, when you're choosing things, relationships, people in general, you know what I mean? They can be risky as well, okay? But yeah, all right? So let's put that there. So, you know, we got use wisely twice here, or invest, yeah. So in your investments, you know, use wisely this month, okay, or this is what you're going to do, okay. Some change is coming about just in time for you. some opportunity. Okay, new job opportunity to change or workplace or business trip for some of you. All right, use your wisdom. Look at your options. Again, when you've got a lot going on, okay, pay attention. You could be looking at, taking up some sort of activity, eating more healthier now. Well, you do anyway, Sagittarius. I know Sagittarius, well, very focused on their health, what they eat, but if this not you, it may be time for you to do that. Or you may have been thinking that anyway, What else we got here? Time to set higher goals, yep. Reducing your shedding, this gift here, opportunities that arise, things that may have been hidden as well, your talents, your gift, or like I said, you may have just realized that you were always gifted since you was a child. Okay, resources, again, used wisely as needed. And then we got you are on the right track, all right? Choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties. Then that gambling. Don't risk too much. So, just, excessive gambling or excessive about thinking about the same thing all the time. Maybe it's about money, okay? So try and pull back on that. Allow energy to flow in and out. Trust in the process. Trust in your intuition. Trust in the divine. Trust in your higher most. Okay? So let's see what we got for you, what's coming in with the tarot. Sagittarius. Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. You're now healing. You're now releasing and letting go of all this pain, suffering. Even there was a separation that may have hurt you, or there was a decision here where you could have been involved in third parties, betrayals, disappointments, backstabbing, gossiping behind your back by someone, people, places, and things at work, with your family, friends, But, you're letting it go. Okay? So that means that's good. All right? You're letting it go so you can focus more on you. All right? So that's good. Yeah, it doesn't serve you being in that energy. Okay? Yeah, this is you, Sagittarius, Knight of Wands. This is you now, taking action. All right? You know extensively what it is that you want to do, and it's for your highest good or for the good of all. Okay, change is coming just in time. Okay, with opportunities, change of workplace or business trip, maybe. We also got this 10 of Cups. Okay, that flipped out underneath that underneath the Knight of Wands, and that is you. This is you. Okay, you like adventure and exploring and having fun, and you love attraction, you love entertainment, live bands, live concerts, maybe, going out, mingling, being a social butterfly, going night clubbing, hanging out with your friends. You love to have fun, be adventurous, Sagittarius. So this time you're going to take action on something that you extensively want to do, and it's got to do with your highest good, because you're doing things for a good cause. It's for a cause, so it's for your highest good or for the good of all, right? 10 of Cups, happily ever after, you and another, maybe, There's children here, celebration. You got all your ancestors here, your guides, your spirit team. Yeah, okay. Very wise, maybe because of this wisdom that you have now. And so there's some happiness coming in for you. For you and another, you know, some of you may not have a partner, and that's okay. You can still be sitting in this Ten of Cups energy where you're feeling blessed, happy, okay? What's with many choices? So we got you here and you're reading it already, Sagittarius, with this Knight of Wands. Ten of Swords. These endings here, you know, you're at the lowest of you can ever be, you've been through. Okay? But you're finally releasing and you're healing and you've come to an end. So Ten of Swords. Here we go. Yeah. Ten of Swords. Here we go, Sagittarius. Ten of Swords symbolizes a painful final ending, often representing a rock bottom moment, profound betrayal, or a sudden absolute collapse of a situation. While indicating deep mental anguish, it marks the end of a cycle, offering a necessary, if painful, release to allow for new beginnings, okay? Key meanings and themes, final endings, the ultimate conclusion of a situation, job, or relationship, betrayal and backstabbing, feeling defeated, double-crossed, or experiencing a major unexpected loss, rock bottom, reaching a point where things cannot get any worse, allowing for a fresh start, release and letting go, the necessity of surrendering to the situation to move forward now. Okay? In traditional tarot, a figure lies face down with 10 swords in their back, symbolizing total defeat, yet the dawn on the horizon suggests that hope and renewal are possible after the lowest point. Yeah. So this could be either you or someone else or another situation. Put it where you want to put it, okay? This could be you, cross-watcher. Maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius, or there was someone here we're dealing with Sagittarius, okay? Anyway, let's continue. What else do we have? Yes, Seven of Pentacles. So it's about investing now, having patience, waiting, contemplating about, where you invested.
Although many of you could be moving forward from a situation here.
Sorry. Yeah, patience symbolizes patience, long-term investment, and, evaluating the progress after hard work. All right. It represents a pause to assess. So you may be stopping and looking at what you had invested in. Okay. Assessing it, whether your efforts are yielding the desired results like a gardener surveying their crops. It indicates that while work has been done, you are deciding on the next steps for your future growth, okay? So patience, reflection, recognizing that your sustained long-term efforts are starting to pay off. Assessment, this is you evaluating, if your strategies are working or if adjustments are needed for greater success. Okay. Reviewing your investments, projects for some of you. Signifies that steady progress is happening but may require patience for maximum gain. If it's a relationship, I need to check in on the growth of a relationship and determine it is worth continued investment, okay? So yeah, evaluating, assessing where you are with your investments, having patience, waiting, and continue putting the work in and looking at how far you were, looking at your strategies, if it's working or not. What's that? Okay, we got here, all right. We got the Hierophant, but to me, I feel as though it's in reverse. Okay, so there was something that was non-committal. This could be you. Maybe you're non-committal. Why there was a heartbreak here, or you were dealing with someone that was non-committal, that went through a breakup, or you know of someone, okay, with this hermit with the Hierophant. It's in reverse. Non-committal, I'm getting. Yeah, rebellion against tradition, someone that's not spiritual. So maybe there was someone here that you were dealing with or connected to. Could be why the 3 and the 10 of swords here. They were non-committal to, some tradition or conventionality or rigid structures. They weren't committed to it, or a personal journey to break free from societal expectation, dogmatic beliefs. Someone that doesn't believe in God or the Most High. Yeah, break free from societal expectation, dogmatic beliefs, and establish often stifling institutions. This card encourages challenging the status quo, embracing non-conformity, and developing your own more personal, spiritual, or ethical path, maybe, or someone that you were connected to was like this, or someone that's like this, even, questioning God or authority. You may have had someone that was questioning your values, questioning your spiritual values, questioning your authority. Okay, who gives you the authority? Well, it comes from God, right, Sagittarius? But you may be dealing with someone that's like that towards you. Okay, I'm talking to my high vibe Sagittarius here who are spiritual. Okay, You could be exploring unconventional approaches, new perspectives, and non-traditional methods. Or you could have been in a love or relationship where it indicates a relationship that may have become stale, or one that defies traditional relationships, roles, and social norms. It may suggest to a need to break away from traditional relationship structure. If it's to do with career and finance, suggest the need to leave a restricted job or industry. It can signal a desire to break away from corporate or bureaucratic structures and to create your own unique career path. It also warns against misled by false gurus or taking unnecessary risks. Okay, Sagittarius. So you may have been a job where you may have found that it was really restrictive. Okay, they were being really strict on you. Maybe you didn't feel like you had freedom there. Maybe when it came to personal growth. Okay, this was you finding your own unique sense of self rather than conforming to others' expectations, Sagittarius. Yeah, non-conformative, non-committal, non-tradition. You may have been dealing with someone that was like that, or, I'm getting questioning your spirituality. Like, who gives you the right? Who gives you the authority? Well, it's called God or the universe, okay? But anyway, let's carry on, okay? We got the Magician, Gemini, a new beginning now. So just know you have everything you need, Sagittarius. You have all the tools. So it's about you creating your new beginning and manifesting it, right? Okay? As above, so below. I feel like saying as above and beyond, staying connected with the ethers, the universe. You've got all the resources. You can tap into your full potential now and turn your dreams into reality. Okay, it's about willpower. You have all the necessary tools, okay, to achieve success and transform your life. All right, it's in the upright, so you now have the power, taking inspired action. You have skills, okay, skills, conscious manifestation, as above, so below. It suggests a time to take initiative, focus your willpower, and use your talent to create change. Okay, Sagittarius? That's your gift. You're gonna find your gift, alright? You're gifted. This was meant to happen. Well, of course it will, because you've been through this. So now, now that this is here, you're getting ready, all right? You could be going through a transformation with this Ten of Swords, like, pulling these swords out of your back now, decluttering things as well from your life, all these backstabs, all these betrayals, all these bloody, disappointments in life. What else do we have? Resources. Yeah, be grateful for what you have, using your resources wisely. What do we got? Sagittarius, moving away. Six of Swords, moving away from the turmoil, move away from conflicts, chaos, trauma, leaving things behind now, moving towards calmer waters. You could also be traveling, relocating. What else do we have? Judgment. So you're getting an awakening. For some of you, this could be your first awakening or your second. I don't know. We're always going to have awakenings now. Okay, you're going to have awakenings and enlightenments and rebirths and new beginnings, judgment, because you're going up the level now, all right? So going towards your purpose, but you got to release. This is you surrendering to your higher most, the divine God, you're surrendering, all right? Releasing, letting go, all those betrayal that these people here have harmed you with, disappointments, backstabbing, gossiping, having their name in your mouth behind your back and gossiping about you, gossiping is really bad, because your name would have been mentioned in from other people's mouth in houses or places where you've never ever stepped in as well, okay? So forgive these people. Go towards your purpose. You got a new beginning. Judgment is here. These people cannot go where you're going, all right? They got to do what you did, redeem, wake up, whatever it is. But yeah, some sort of success, something about judgment. You're on the right track. Okay, what do we got underneath? Yeah, Page of Swords. You're very well alert. Yes, you got people spying on you, but look at you. You're standing here, you're prepared, you got your sword up. So you got people watching you, but you're very well aware. Your sword is up, okay? But, Page of Swords, you could be getting messages, right? Young energy, air sign, could be Gemini, okay? Yeah, there's a change coming about with this 10 of Swords. Oh, there's a transformation with the 3 and the 10. That's 13. That's transformation, endings. So, you're well aware, or you're very well alert. This is you standing your truth, being very analytical and blunt. All right? Yeah, blunt with others. You know who's lying. All right? You're very well aware, but you could it's about you being curious, because you're on a journey. This is a journey. You're at a beginning of a journey where you're very curious about your success. Okay, you have knowledge, but not the experience. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna start gaining some experience now, because you're on a journey, or you may have already. But you have knowledge, but not the experience. But anyway, you're standing your truth here, but you could be curious about your success. Oh yes, those that are watching you, they're curious about your success too. But focus on what you need to do. These things here you need to review, documents, contracts, okay? All right. Yeah, I feel as though you're really getting ready. You may have already cut people out. Yeah, you have, because you're moving away. You're leaving things behind. So you're well aware about who these people are, who this person is. You got all the facts because you're getting downloads of information, ideas about it, but also with your business plans, projects, okay? So you might need to write things down because you're getting lots of load of information, ideas about success as well. Very curious. You're just listening to your guides. Yeah, look, you got them all there, all your guides and ancestors, Sagittarius, okay, air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, energy. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Let's look at who we have here. Okay, so you're the only, we got an air sign here, a young air sign. Okay, and we've got you here. All right, or there's another Sagittarius that you're dealing with, or an air sign. Okay. There could be some conflict between you two, maybe. Or someone is watching you, yeah, spying on you. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Yeah, Taurus is strong here with judgment and the Hierophant. So, major arcanas, we got judgment, Hierophant, and the magician. The magician is Gemini. Maybe you feel as though somebody here was a bit of a two-face. You may have been dealing with someone that was stubborn, or they thought this of you as well, okay? So endings, being awakened to a new beginning, leaving things behind now, and going towards your happy ever after, all right? So the specific dates we've got here is 3, the 3rd, the 10th, twice. Okay, these are the numbers and they could be dates. We got 3, 10, 10, 7, 5, 1, 6, 20. Okay, they're all mixed except for 10, 10. So something has definitely completed, over. All right, 10, 10. You could be seeing that number. Okay. The months that we have is March, October, July, May, January, June, February, okay? Those could be specific dates and months, like birth dates or events that may be coming up, okay? Yeah, you're being very well alert because you may have, risk with others, all right? Maybe this air sign, or it could be you that may have ended something, but I feel as though it's because someone here was risky. Why there was an ending. Okay, and you know what, Sagittarius, when I'm not talking to yous, I'm talking to low vibe, to the ones that are low vibe, Sagittarius. You can be a bit of a player, so you may have broken someone's heart, or they with yours, okay? But someone here was risky. There was a risk here, and it was someone that wasn't supportive with someone here, maybe towards you, Sagittarius. Someone was non-conform, they didn't believe in God. Someone here did, but the other person didn't. And so the other person saw it as a risk. Because someone here may have kept going, stopping and going, and it was that someone was stopping someone from going towards their most high. Okay? So, Ten of Swords came in. And the Three of Swords. Because of that, that's what I see. And it had to do with finance as well. Okay? Someone left, someone moved on, moved forward. Sagittarius, all right. So that could have happened, but for some of you it could be different. So take what does, leave what doesn't. All right. Use your discernment. But that's what I'm getting. That's what happened here. Someone felt there was a risk, so they ended something because someone was in their spirituality and the other person wasn't. So whether this was you or someone you know. All right, so let's see what the archangels, because I'm now using the archangels power tarot deck. So let's see, what do we got? What does the archangels want to say? What's messages coming in? Maybe this person had spoken to this person about, about what they were going through and their beliefs, and somebody was half pie is what I want to say with someone here. 1 minute they agree with it, but then behind their back they betrayed them. They went gossiping to people behind someone's back here, whether it was your back or someone else's back, talking about the other person about he or she is in their spirituality thing, and it's all rubbish, things like that. So it wasn't very supportive to whoever moved away or didn't return. And yet this person spoke to this other person about it, and this person agreed with them, but behind their back it was different. And kept interfering to stop this person from doing what they were supposed to do. Yes, someone here is on a spiritual journey, whether this is you, Sagittarius, or someone you're dealing with. Yeah, I feel as though someone could have been trying to stop you from going on your spiritual. It's a no. Once you've been chosen to do something, okay? I don't think this person was going to change, but someone here could have felt a bit jealous, I felt, because someone was having attention. So someone here that was in and out, playing around, and telling themselves, well, he or she is on the, doing their spirituality thing, like they were, they were working for the divine and helping others to come out of blimmin' trauma and, like counseling and that, but this other person here. So good on that person, whoever that was. It could have been you, Sagittarius. You had enough of this person because you spoke to this person. But anyway, let's move on. So you got Major Arcana, the Hermit, but it's Epiphany, number 9, Archangel Raziel. Joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation, going within, reflecting. Now this person, yeah, whoever it is, whether it's you or the other person, reflecting on, the Three of Swords, looked at the change and, yeah, letting go. We also got the 10, number 10 with the wheel. So this is good, okay? New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Yeah, it was causing delays for the person that was on the spiritual journey because the other person was sort of like in and out with them or with you, Sagittarius, okay? Someone was in and out with you and, stopping and going, causing delays, causing misfortune. They could have been taken from someone too. Okay, with this 10 of Swords, it says it all. But anyway, the Wheel of Fortune is here, Sagittarius. No more delays, all right? New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Okay, so move forward, Sagittarius, okay? Yeah, look, we got the Hierophant in the upright now. Yeah, this is you, okay? You may be now looking at gaining more knowledge about your spirituality. This is you having closeness, close connection with the divine now, okay? Getting to know more about your identity with your spirituality, being or wanting to be more around teachers, wise ones, healers, or friends that are like-minded like you, okay? And gaining more knowledge, wisdom around your spirituality, the search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. Yeah, it's number 5, so it's going to bring about a change. What else do we have? Yeah, leap of faith. Starting all over again. Being given a clean slate. Starting all over again. You now believing in yourself. This is you taking that leap of faith and probably, taking that risk. So, with this, don't risk too much, but we got the Fool here, okay? So you may have, ended something with someone. You may have found it really hard because you may have cared or loved this person, but you knew whoever that was, Sagittarius, they weren't on the same path as you, okay? So you took the risk, everything that you have, and ended something. So now here you are, and that's probably why don't risk too much, okay? So anyway, you now believing in yourself, okay? Your Most High has got your back, all right? This is you, free spirit. You freed yourself from some heartache, disappointment, some betrayal that you stayed in, okay? But I don't know, you were ready. Your guides, your soul might have been saying, we can't stay here. Or your soul was telling you, I can't stay here. So you ended it because you have something better coming in, is what I want to say. Okay? You're dealing with someone that caused a lot of conflicts and lies, always battling, arguing with them, okay? Because they may have been testing you, okay? They may have been testing you in regards to your spirituality, whoever you are with, they shouldn't be testing you. It's called God or the divine. or the light within you that wants to shine even more. You can't help it. Okay? It's a divine light within your soul, within you. Okay? Anyway, believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy now. Okay? Archangel Metatron. You could be seen as someone that's loyal, devoted. What else do we have? Yeah, you're starting at the zero. It's all pure innocent. All right. Yeah, we've got change your life. A tower. That breakup, if you didn't take that risk or that leap of faith, a tower was coming in anyway. And you have the divine here. So divine was coming in to intervene anyway. Because the divine, whoever you were dealing with, that was risky, that didn't want you to stay on your spiritual path, the divine came in, or God, and went, not my child, not my child. So here comes the tower. Okay? So it's freeing you, and it's bringing in an opportunity, so embrace it. Okay? You can rebuild a foundation that's going to be more solid for you. Okay, a sudden revelation that offers freedom, break free of procrastination, embrace the opportunities that change brings. You also got 3 of Raphael, 3 of Cups. Celebrations. Look, your ships are right there as well. It's coming in. Maybe you're going to go on a cruise ship, I don't know. Reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. Yeah, you may have children, good relationships, people that share the same vision as you, like-minded like yourself. Okay, these could be your angels, your spirit team, your ancestors. Wow. Oh my God. 10 of Gabriel, 10 of Wands. You're now dropping all the burdens. You're sick and tired of carrying the burdens, and so you're asking the angels, okay, for help. All right, to help you with this burden. All right, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Work too many hours trying too hard to please others. All right, you're letting that go now. All right, soon things are going to be a lot more lighter for you. You're going to feel some peace. All right, some peace. Sagittarius. Building blocks, yeah, your foundation. That's why the tower's here. See? 2 of Gabriel. You're now resetting yourself. Okay? You're back at the crossroad, making decisions, making choices. You now know that you would rather be with people more like yourself, or you're being more open to accepting people for who they are. We got the LGBTQ people. There's a couple here, males, or they're divine masculines. Yeah, males, so it could be LGBTQ, what do you call it? There's a rainbow there, but I really feel this is you accepting people for who they are, So, love is in the air. This is what I'm hearing. But anyway, resetting yourself around your plans, your goals, desires. Okay, using your vision. looking at the short road, the long road. Those are the decision, which one you're going to take. Well, you may take the long road now, because you may have many times came back here and you're like, I'm always coming back here, but I never get to my destination, or I never get an outcome. And that's because you took the short road. And it's not about the outcome or the destination in this life. It's about the experience, the journey. Okay, so now you understand. Okay, so make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationship with people who share your vision. Okay, and it's because you left things behind. There was, trauma, conflicts. What else do we have? One more. Empress. Hello. You're bossing up. You now got control, authority of your life. You're 4 queens in one. You're not chasing anything. You're sitting back. You're not chasing. You're taking the high road. 4 queens in one now. Okay, this is you having control. You're bossing up. Okay, and you're just nurturing yourself. Okay, there could be a pregnancy here, or pregnancy, or ideas maybe. Or it's a rebirth of a new beginning, but really nurturing yourself, Mother Gaia. So you're gonna start taking care of yourself as well. Really nurturing yourself, divine feminine energy, male or female. So, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resource. Wow. Strong major arcana. Yeah, 5 of Ariel. Archangel Ariel, 5 of Ariel, that's Pentacles. So, 5 of Pentacles, always struggling, being left out in the cold, trying to keep your head above water, or not feeling well, or some sort of constraint or despair. And you could be sick and tired of being in that energy, and so therefore you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah, you're going to start thinking positive now, okay? Always feeling negative. When you feel negative, that's what happens. So you're going to start being positive, all right? And things are going to look up for you. Wheel of Fortune, you got God's help. You're now the Empress for house. Fuck's sake, we got the Lovers underneath this. What does it say? Make choices from your heart. Deeply emotional commitment, the power of love. So in saying that, if you feel as though you don't know how to make a choice, because, or maybe you made the choice where you had to weigh all the facts. You may have weighed up all the facts, and that's how you made the decision. Okay, with this 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords, there was a lot of betrayals, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of disappointments. Okay, and that's how you weighed it out. All right, so be careful when you see the 6s, because something goes, yeah, but I love it, and then go back, no, weigh it out. Write down you know, what you liked about that person, you know, how they treated you, and what you not liked about them. And I bet you it weighed out more that this person did not like you as much as you thought they did. Yeah, confirmation. Mm-hmm. So, this is the ending of your reading now. Okay? Strong major arcana. Okay? And I've been getting this mostly with all the zodiac sign, especially in the last 5. Okay? 3, 6, 5, 6 out of 9 cards, 10 cards, or it balances. But anyway, we got the Hermit here, the Wheel of Fortune, Divine Guidance, the Fool, the Tower, and the Empress. Those are all your major arcana. Okay, the minorities is 2 cards here of Wands, the 10 of Wands and the 2 of Wands, and Cups, 3 of Cups. All right. So strong major arcana, Sagittarius. But anyways, let's look at what dates we've got here and months that may be specific for you. These could be people's birth dates or events, dates of events and months when some event that could be coming up as well. So we got 9 September, 10 October, 5 May, 16, break it down to 7. 1 plus 6, that's July. Okay. March, October again. Okay. Also February and March. So 33, 10, 10. Okay. So you've closed out a cycle. Okay. And you're now starting to transform, where you're becoming creative, having inspiration around your creativity, being optimistic. Okay, it's very strong, so you might want to look up that number. Okay, so let's get a life message. What's your life message? Okay. Life message for Scorpio, Sagittarius. Oh, some of you may be dealing with a Scorpio. Maybe you need to go and read Scorpio's reading, maybe. But anyway, let's see. Life message. What's your life message do we have for you, Sagittarius? We've got inner sense. The inner sense. Okay. Wow, what's that? It looks like a portal. It's an ear. Listening. As I quiet the noise of my mind, I tune into the voice of my heart. I trust myself and embrace the wisdom of my intuition. My inner truth is a divine truth, guiding and influencing me every day. So you may have to sit in quiet at times. Okay? All right? So let's see. What else do we have? Angel number message for this reading. Sagittarius, what do we have? What do we got? What have you got? 222. Yeah, alignment. You're in alignment or you're about to be. Okay, 222. Right? So, alignment. Connection, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties, balance, life choices, compromise, commitment, trust. Okay, Sagittarius? Okay, so how do you move forward towards your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. And that's what this judgment is. Everybody goes, oh, but what's our purpose? Well, it's whatever that makes you happy. I know for me, it's peace. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's procured by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. Okay? Let's get one last message. Let's get a message from Jesus. Loving word from Jesus. Okay? So remember, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe. Don't forget to make sure if you do subscribe, okay, to make sure it's under public, not private. Otherwise, I won't be able to put your name in. I won't be able to see your name, okay. I'm at 316 at the moment, so I've got a way to go. Okay, but I want to go for 500 because I want to be able to start up a live membership for those, pay a fee and a small cost for live readings, okay, or even to book a reading, but I will talk more about that later on down the track. So yeah, anyway, let's see. Remember, my channel is now Intuitive with Millie. It's not Tarot with Millie now, okay? I changed it, okay? And I'll talk about that down the track as well. We got seek and you shall find. Wow, Matthew 7:7. Seek and you will find. Oh my God. Yeah, because you know what? We have the answers within us. And it doesn't matter how many tarot readings you get or how many readers you come across. When you have that answer anyway. Remember, these are guides, entertainment purpose only. I think I put that in my prescription. Okay. In my description, prescription. Yeah, in my description, I think I put it down. But anyway, this is what I have for you. Remember, building blocks, okay? A foundation has come in, all right? And so now you're building a foundation that's going to be more solid for you. All right, Sagittarius? So that's what I got. Remember, not everything's going to resonate, but take what does, leave what doesn't. Use your discernment and know that I love you all. Okay? Bye.